Hello students, this is Sir Shankar, and today we will, as I told you yesterday, that we will uh, do the explanation of this lesson, chapter 4, the assets that made trees bloom. And I'm feeling very bad right now because yesterday I told you that you should send the reading audio in my personal WhatsApp number, but uh, not a single student did, and this made me very sad. And it also reflect that there is no interest from your side. You don't like uh, what teachers they asked you to do. You don't like at all, and if it goes like this, then you will adopt a very bad habit. And I also request the parents that you should see this aspect, uh, and please guide your child, as we need to accept this situation right now. The uh, schools are closed, and we are bound. We have no any other options, only the online uh, platform is there. And if we become careless, if we do not see our children, then there will be very bad habit they will adopt. So please uh, see this aspect. I am requesting this to parents, and also the students also. You just see, okay, whatever the teachers ask you to do, please do that immediately. Okay, sitting at home, and not many subjects are there in a day, only two subjects are there. And this also you are feeling that it's a very big burden for you. It is not. Just imagine if you were in a school, then every day there would be uh, 7 or 8 periods, right? So now only 2 periods are there, but also from your side uh, there is a negligency that I can see. So please uh, see this aspect, okay, and be serious and accept the situation how it is going right now. So everywhere the study is like this. So you need to study by the help of your parents, and whatever the teachers said, take it seriously, because the teachers uh, are not physically with you. So they are virtually always helps you to guide anything. You find problem, then you can message the teachers and ask whatever the problems are, and they will help you. So from your side you need to show some interest. Okay, when we feel thirsty, we need to go and find water. The water will not come to you, right? So you need education, you need a good education. So that's why you need to go, you need to approach, then only you will learn. We are trying from our side, it is another thing, but from your side also some interest you must show. Okay, I hope you understood what I said. So today we will explain this lesson. This is a very interesting story, a story about an honest and hardworking old couple and their pet dog and their pet dog. And the neighbors are troublesome, always give them trouble, his neighbors. Okay, and the dog dies a sad dead. A dog dies a sad uh, So here, then after that, after the death of the dog, what happened? The spirit of the dog gives, and the dog, uh, the spirit of the dog, it gives solace and support to his master. Solace means happiness. The happiness and the support to his master in unexpected ways. What happiness? What happiness he gives? Okay. What happiness and what support dog, the spirit of the dog, he gives to his master. So let's see how the story goes. In the good old days of the daimyos here means wealthy landowners. Daimyos means what? Wealthy landowners. You can see daimyos here, and it is given here also the meaning of this wealthy landowner. They are the wealthy, rich owners, and there lived an old couple in that time when there was old days of the daimyos, the wealthy landowner. There who lived an old couple, very old couple lives with a little dog. With a little dog, that couple, what they have? They have a little dog. Having no children, they don't have children. They did not have children. They loved it as though it were a baby. They loved their dog so much, like their own baby. The old dame means like the old couple, no, made it a cushion of blue crepe, and they made for the dog a cushion where he can sit comfortably during meal time. For that, what during meal time, muko, for that, what it was its name, would sit on it as snug as any cat. Snug means comfortable. He sits there as any cat, like any other cat. He sits there in the cushion very comfortably. Then what happened? The kind people fed the pet with tidbits of fish. So whenever they have the meal, no, whenever they eat food, they also give foods to dogs also, to their pet dog. The tidbit of fish they give from their own chopsticks, just like their child, their own chopsticks. Chopsticks means in Japan they used to have sticks, like whenever they eat food, that sticks called, it works like a spoon. And the kind people, they fed the pet with tidbits of fish from their own chopsticks, and all the boiled rice it wanted, how much the boiled rice it wanted, they provide the dog. Thus treated, the dumb creature loved its protector like a being with a soul. So they take care of that dog like their own child. Okay. The old man, being a rice farmer, went daily with hoe and spade. So hoe and spade means the farmer's tools to work in the field. So every day he works daily with having that hoe and spade into the fields. Then he working hard morning until O Tento Sama. O Tento Sama means sun. In Japanese they call it sun. He worked from morning till evening. He worked very hard until the sun had gone down behind the hills. Until the sun had gone down behind the hills, he has been walking. Every day the dog followed him to work never once harming the white heron that walked in the footsteps of the old man to pick up the worms. For the old fellow was patient and kind to everything that had life, and often turned up as salt on purpose to give food to the birds. So the farmer, he was a very kind person. Maybe you will getting a little bit difficult. I hope you are hearing what I am saying, right? So it is raining outside. Maybe that sound of rain you are getting right now. So please listen carefully. So he was a very kind-hearted person, and he often turn up. He often gives, food to the birds, food to animals also, because he was a lover of every kind, whatever the life, whatever they had life, he is kind to them. So one day the dog came running to him, and he was putting his paws against his legs. He was just putting his paws, his legs. Paws means his hands or legs, we can say, were against the farmer's legs, and doing something, and motioning with his head to some spot behind. And the old man at first thought his pet was only playing and did not mind it. So he thought that the dog is only playing with him, and he did not say anything and did not did anything also. But the dog kept on whining and running to and fro. But the dog, he was running, going there again, coming back. So he was doing there for some minutes. Then the old farmer, what he did, he followed the dog. He also followed the dog, and the dog took him just a few yards to a place then where the animals began a lively scratching. And after reaching that place, the animal, he scratched. He was scratching the land. Then, thinking it was possibly a buried bone or bit of fish, the farmer, he thought that it was just a somebody, they buried means garner, they buried bones or some fish. So the old man struck his hoe. He just struck with his hoe, you can see here, with the help of this hoe he struck. Okay, this is hoe. He struck. Then what he found after striking there, he found a pile of gold gleamed before him. A pile of gold, it gleamed, chamakna, a pile of shine, glitter before him. He was surprised to see. Then, thus in an hour the old couple were made rich. So the old couple, after getting that pile of gold, they become very rich. The good soul, they are having a very good soul, they are a good person. So they bought a piece of land. Then they made a feast for their friends also. They were not greedy, so they are sharing their happiness with others also. So they give a feast. Feast means dawat, you can say, for their friends, and gave plentifully to their poor neighbors. As for the dog, they petted him till they nearly smothered him with kindness, and they patted the dog also. So patted means just thapana, we can say. So now in the same village there lived a wicked old man. Wicked means very bad old man, and his wife. Old man, that man also, and wife also, they were very bad. In the same village they lived. Not a bit sensitive and kind. They were not sensitive, they were not kind also. So who had always kicked and scolded all dogs whenever any passed their house. So if they find any dogs pass their house, then they kicked them from their house. And hearing of their neighbors' good luck, they got the news from somewhere about the good luck of their neighbor, they coax the dog. Coax means attracted the dog. Coax means here attracted the dog. They try to make friends with the dog, farmer's dog. Okay, then what they did, into their garden and set before him bits of fish and other dainties. Some tasty food they were providing the dog, hoping he would find treasure for them also. In the hope of getting treasure from the dog, they were providing these things. But the dog, he afraid of the cruel peer, because he always the wicked old man and woman, they always kick the dogs from their house whenever they found any dog pass their house, right? So that's why he afraid of them, and he would not eat nor move. He was not moving from there, and he was not eating also. So they drag him out of doors, taking a spade and hoe with them. So what they did, they took the dog, and with them they were also taking that spade and hoe, so that he will find the place where they can again find the gold. No sooner had the dog got near a pine tree growing in the garden than he began to paw and scratch the ground. And when they reached there near in a garden where a pine tree was there, and the dog began to scratch the ground. He was scratching the ground as if the mighty treasure it was there. He was scratching, and they were saying, quick, come on, hand me the spade and hoe. Just give me that spade and hoe. I will just find out what the dog he was scratching there. I will find out what is there. So he struck the ground with his hoe, and they were dancing, okay, because they were very happy. Maybe the dog helping them to find the treasure. That's why they were very happy. Then the covetous old fellow, covetous means greedy. Covetous means greedy. The covetous old fellow, greedy old fellow with his spade and the old crone. Old crone means here the woman. It is given here, woman. Okay, you can find here. Crone also given, old woman. Okay, old woman. So after that, what happened? They were begin to dig the ground, but there was nothing but a dead kitten was there. There was nothing. They did not find anything but a dead kitten, and the smell of which made them drop their tools and shut their noses, and it smelled very bad, and they were closing their nose, and they were very angry, furious at the dog. Furious means they angry at the dog. The old woman kicked and beat him to death. They beat both the couple, no, both this old woman and old man. They beat the dog and they killed. And the old woman finished the work by nearly chopping off his head. He cut the dog's head and with its sharp hoe. Then they flung him into the hole and heaped the earth over his carcass. Carcass means dead body. The owner of the dog heard of the death of his pet and mourning for him. Mourning means dukh chetana, no? He was very sad of hearing that his dog was dead, and they were mourning for him as if he had been his own child, just like their own child. They were very sad. They went at night under that pine tree. Then what they did, the man, that kind man, the farmer, he set up some bamboo tubes in the ground, then such as are used before term. How you can see here how he did, just like the tombs, tomb means kabr. He made that for the dog, for the dog. So he made this for the dog, in which he put fresh flowers. He put their flowers, then he laid a cup of water and a tray of food on the grave, and burned several costly sticks of incense. Sticks of incense means he burned agarbattis there in the grave, in the tomb. Now, and he mourned a great while over his pet, calling him many dear names as if he were alive. He was calling and he was crying, no, as if he was alive, by calling him many dear names, whatever he used to say, no, to dog in his house. So he was calling, he was remembering all the names of the dog, and he was calling him that night. So, dear student, today I stopped here. Okay, I stopped here, and in the next class we will see that how the spirit of the dog came in the dream of the farmer and help and support the farmer. Okay, and how he treat later on, what punishment he gives to the wicked old man and woman, that also we will see in the next class. So today I stopped here. You read the story, read the lesson. As I told you yesterday also, today again I am telling you, please send an audio. I want to hear how you read the paragraph. Okay, first paragraph I told you that you should introduce yourself. Now I will also send you some question. You do it at home as a homework. So today I stopped here. Take care, stay home, have a good day. Thank you very much.